Welcome back to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. We've got a new gameplay video, an oldie but a goodie. It's been out for a couple of years now. This is the DC deck building game from Cryptozoic. So the game is a deck building game. A deck building game is unlike things like Magic and stuff like that where you go and you build your deck beforehand. This one you kind of build as you go. So by drawing cards, you're going to play points. The points allow you to buy cards and then add it to your deck. So you want to get cards that give you more points and help you buy up stuff to get a better and better deck. The point of the game, though, is these supervillains. We've got 8 supervillains here that you want to basically defeat, and once all 8 supervillains are gone, game is over. Everyone goes and adds up the points in your deck. There's all kinds of versions of the game. There's so far been 3 releases, and there's going to be a new release coming out relatively soon based off of DC's Forever Evil storyline. But this is the basics. So basically this is what you get. You get all kinds of different heroes to play. We randomly chose 2, and it just so happened to be Batman and Superman. Each superhero that you play, the character that you're playing, gives you special abilities. In this case, Batman gives me +1 power for each equipment I play during my turn, while Superman gives +1 power for each different super power you play during your turn. And we're going to read stuff out to kind of explain it as we go, so bear with us. Hopefully this is not quite as boring as it probably sounds. So I guess I will just randomly go first. You start off with 10 cards, and you randomly shuffle them up. You get punch cards and vulnerability cards. Punch cards give you basic points, so I get 1, 2, 3 points to start, and I have 2 vulnerability cards. So sitting out here, we've got a whole bunch of cards, including Super Speed, which you get to draw a card, and you can use it for defense. Equipment, which I revealed the top card of my deck. If this costs 1 or greater, it gives me +3 power, otherwise +2. Lasso of Truth, which is +1 power, and you can discard to prevent attack. Harley Quinn, which is a nice basic villain, and Doomsday, which is a basic villain. For 3 points, and because Batman, I get +1 power for each equipment, Power Ring seems like a good buy. So for 3 points, I'm going to buy the Power Ring, and that all goes to my discard pile, and then we add a new card. In this case, Green Arrow. You get a hero. So I'm going to draw back up to 5, and it is the end of my turn.
So the 5 in my hand were 1 vulnerability and 4 punch cards. So I have +4 power. I'm not going to spend it all because I'm going to take super power, nice and handy for Superman, and get a super speed.
Alright, so then that is the end. So we're going to flip over a new card for the lineup, and it's Gorilla Grodd. 2, 3. So for my turn, 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Let's see here. So I can buy 2 things here, or I can get a superpower. So we're going to get the Lasso of Truth, which costs me 2, and Harley Quinn, which seems to be very appropriate for Batman, which gives me another +1 power. So I'm going to take all those, put in my discard, and we're going to fill up the lineup with 2 more. And that's the end of my turn, and then I get to shuffle and draw 5 more.
Alright, so I'm looking at a +3. Not much to choose from out there. I think we'll go with the kick superpower.
Alright. 5. Alrighty. So I get +1 power, +1 power. Harley Quinn gives me 3. Vulnerability is nothing. And the Power Ring, so I reveal the top of my card. If it costs 1 or greater, I get +3 power. It's not, so I get +2 power. So 1, 2, 3, I get 5, and then because it's an equipment, I get 6 points. And for the 6, we're going to go with Doomsday, who gives me +4 power. We're going to replace it, and we get Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday. Oops.
Did you mix up your piles?
No.
Alright. We're looking at +4. I'm going to take Catwoman.
Alright. Replace. We've got another Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday. Alright. 1 power, 2 power, 3 power, 4 power, Also get the bonus from Batman, so that puts me at 5. And... We're gonna go with Green Era. No, we're gonna go with Gorilla Grodd, which gives me another +3 points. And Gorilla Grodd's getting replaced with the Batmobiles. Batman. So I have to reshuffle my deck.
Yep. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5. Don't forget the superhero booster there. 5. That's an interesting one. I think I'm gonna buy the Emerald Knight. His is remove an equipment, hero, or superpower from the lineup, which is this section here, play it, and then return it to the lineup at the end of your turn.
Alright. And we got Nth Metal, which gives you +1 power, and you can look at the top of your deck, and you may destroy it. So I have 1, 2, 3, plus Doomsday gives me 7. And if this is the first card you play this turn, discard your hand and draw up 5 cards. I'm going to go with, that's 7, huh? Go with the Batmobile and Green Arrow. And we're adding Swamp Thing. If you control a location, you get +5 power. Otherwise, +2. And the Riddler, you may pay 3 power. If you do, gain the top card of the main deck. If use this ability any number of times this turn. If you choose not, just +1 power instead.
Interesting. Alright, so 1, 2... play the super speed, which allows me to draw a card. Another punch, so there's 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to buy Solomon Grundy.
Right.
And because I can, he's going to go at the top of my deck.
Right. Up next is Cheetah. Gain any card with cost 4 or less from the lineup. Alright, for mine, I've got 1 punch, 2 punch, vulnerability, lasso of truth, and a power ring. So I get power ring, reveal, nope. So that's 2 points, 3 points, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. And we're gonna go with Swamp Thing and the Nth Metal. We're placing it with X-Ray Vision and another Swamp Thing. X-Ray Vision. You can reveal the top deck of your card. You may, your foe reveals the top deck of your card. You may play one of the non-location cards revealed this way this turn, then return to the top of their deck.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. Alright. So we will play, remove an equipment, hero, or superpower from the lineup. So we'll remove that one to play. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Take on Ra's al Ghul.
I think I'm going to.
Right.
So he becomes mine.
First villain is out.
I return that.
All right.
To the lineup as required.
So next villain is up. We've got Black Manta. So first appearance attack. Each player discards the top card of his deck. If you discarded a card with cost 1 or more, choose one. Destroy it or discard your hand.
Alright, well I gotta get back up to 5, so...
Yeah, so I guess I need to reshuffle my deck. Each player discards the top card of his deck. If it discarded a card with cost 1 or more, choose one. Destroy it or discard your hand. Mine costs 0, so
as does
I'm
mine.
lucky. All right, so it's my turn.
Yep.
Alrighty, so I'm first going to play Harley Quinn, and then you put a punch or vulnerability card from your discard pile on the top of your deck. Is the attack.
On the top of my deck?
Yeah, so flip over. It becomes
the
top card of your deck.
Got it.
So that's 1 point, 2 points, 5 points, 6. And we are going to pick up Solomon Grundy, which costs 6, and I can put him on top of my deck. This all gets discarded, and we've got a new card of Suicide Squad, which gives you +2 power. And at the end of the turn game, you get points based off of how many Suicide Squads you have.
Alright. Well, my hand's full of nothing but punches. So I got 5. I'm going to take X-Ray Vision and Cheetah.
Alright. Another Suicide Squad, and another Suicide Squad.
Now that starts to become interesting.
Yes. Alright. Doomsday gives me 4, 6, 9, 10, 11.
Got a super villain over there.
Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna actually skip the supervillain and pick up the 2 Suicide Squads and the Riddler.
Okay.
Here you go with a little strategy.
Alright. And there's a location card. Alright. So Kid Flash is the new hero. Draw a card. The location cards are pink. You can see they look slightly different. This one is, when you play your first villain on each of your turns, draw a card. Okay. I'm going to play that superpower and draw a card. I'm going to play this one. And I get to borrow an equipment, a hero, or a superpower from the lineup. We're going to borrow this equipment card here. Alright, so we have 3, 6, 7, 8. And then reveal the top card of my deck. Its cost is 0, so I get +2. That's 10. Also with a little strategy. I'm going to buy Arkham, the hero, and a kick. And then return my borrowed
3,
card.
4, 5. Alright. So, my turn. I'm going to play Nth Metal, which I can look at the top of my deck, and I may destroy it if I want. I don't want to. So that's 1 point. Actually 2 points because of Batman. 4, 6, 7. So 7 points. And I'm going to take Swamp Thing for 4. And the power ring puts it at 7 points. And we got utility belt and Robin.
Alright. There we go. I have 6.
Alright.
Because there's +2, +2, and the 1.
Yep.
And the 1. 6. I'm going to take Robin, and we'll do another Catwoman.
Alright, so we're flipping over. We got Super Strength and Green Arrow's bow. Alrighty. So I'm going to play Power Ring and reveal the top of my deck. Nope. So it's only worth 2 points, 4 points, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to grab Super Strength, which gives me 5 power. And we've got Kid Flash again.
That's right. Alright. Playing Super Speed, get to draw a card. I'm going to leave Arkham Asylum, play it, and leave it. So when I play my first villain on each of my turns, I get to draw a card. I'm now going to play Cheetah, so I get to draw a card. And I get to gain any card with cost 4 or less from the lineup. So I am gaining Green Arrow's bow. It's going to go on my discard. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Took my superpower.
So I took it because it benefits you.
I know. Alright, we'll take the utility belt and Kid Flash.
Damn it.
Hey, turnabout's fair play.
3. It's 4. Alright, so we got another Suicide Squad, Princess Diana of Themyscira, and Nth Metal. Okay, so I've got 4, 6, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to buy Diana and Zatanna, which is 11.
Our poor languishing supervillain over there.
And we replace it with Heat Vision and Robin.
Alright, let's see what we got. Well, I am going to play X-Ray Vision, so I get to see the top card of your deck.
My deck?
Yes.
Solomon Grundy.
Ooh.
Plus 3 power.
Yes, indeed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to play him. So 6, 7, 8. Yep, all I get is the Heat Vision card.
That's good. Pick up. And it's getting replaced with the Man of Steel. Cost of 8 plus 3. Alright, so my 5, I'm playing Swamp Thing, who's just a plus 2. Nth Metal, which I get to look at my top of my deck. I'm not going to destroy him. So that's 3 points. 4 points. So just 4, eh? Alright, we're going to pick up Suicide Squad. And that's going to get replaced with the Riddler.
Okay.
5.
Alright. That's not any good. I'm going to play my Kid Flash, so I get to draw a card. I'm going to play Emerald Knight, so I get to remove Equipment Hero or Superpower from the lineup. Play it and return it to the lineup at the end of my turn. So I'm going to play Man of Steel, in which case I get to put all superpowers from my discard pile into my hand, which is nice and handy for Superman. Alright, that's all of them. So they all get to go into my hand. I'm going to play my first villain, so I also get to draw a card. And now let's see how many points I've got. There's 1, 2, 4, 7, another super speed, which gives me another 2, so that's 9, and then X-ray vision, so I also get to see the top deck, the top card of yours. Powering, which is...
reveal the top card of my deck, and if it costs 1 or greater, +3, otherwise +2.
It does cost 1 or greater, so I get another +3. So that was 9 originally, +3 is 12. And then I have...
A lot of math to this game.
Yeah, and then there's 13, 14, 15, 16. Because that's 3 different superpowers.
Okay.
They have to be different superpowers. So that's 16 total.
So you can take out Black Mana.
Oh yes, Black Mana is going.
Alright, so that's 1 villain gone. And you still have 8 points to do
yes,
stuff
I
with.
do. And you know what? Rather than returning this one, I'm going to buy it.
Damn it.
So rather than returning Man of Steel, he is now going in my hand. And all of these
back
go
is
to my
Scarecrow.
discard
And we got a new villain. New villain is the Joker. The Joker. Each player puts a card from his hand into the discard pile of the player on his left. The player, if the card you received has a cost of 1 or greater, put a weakness on top of your deck.
Okay. I have to get back up to 5 in my hand.
So what is each player puts a card from his hand into the discard pile of the player on his left. The card you received has a cost of 1 or greater. Put a weakness on top of your deck.
Alright. 1, 5. That's my draw pile.
Where's your discard?
Yeah, my discard's right there.
Boom. You get a vulnerability. You're welcome.
That's okay, because so do you.
Damn it.
Hey, I didn't give you any weakness, so...
Alright. Alright, so my turn.
Yep.
Harley Quinn, you are going to put that vulnerability back on top of your deck.
Okay.
So that's 1 point, 2 points, 5 points, 8 points. And we're going to go with the Suicide Squad for 4.
Yep, now you've collected them.
And with Nth Metal. So it gives me 7 points total on that. And replacing with another Batmobile and King of Atlantis.
That's a new hero.
4, 5.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Alright, well... Good old Emerald Knight to the rescue again. Equipment, hero, or superpower? Not much use at this point. So we'll borrow King of Atlantis. I don't have a card in my discard pile to destroy, so he's just +1 power. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's all I have. Now that I've played him, he's going to go back. And, you know what? I'm going to take Scarecrow.
Alright. Alright. Scarecrow is getting replaced with Bane. +2 power, plus he's going to attack. Alright, so my turn.
Yep.
Lasso of Truth is +1. Swanky thing gives me +2, so I'm at 3. Power Ring is another power ring. So it's got more than 1 power, so I get +3. So it's 2, it puts me at, so it's 3, 6, 7. And then... then we'll just do the +1, so that puts me at 8 points. 8, I'm going to take King of Atlantis, and actually it's more than 8, hold on. So it's 1, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yep. I wasn't going to say anything.
We're going to pick up the Joker. And that's it. Up next is Captain Cold. Each player flips his superhero face down until this villain is defeated.
So we don't get any of the bonuses.
That's how I would read that, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright.
I am playing a defense card.
I have no defense cards,
Well,
so
that's unfortunate for you.
I am kind of screwed.
I am playing the defense card of super speed, so I discard it and draw 2.
Yep.
Oh, not as though that did me much good, but that's okay. Kid Flash, I draw a card. So I have 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Bane.
Alright. Bane is being replaced with Zatanna. Alright. So I'm going to play Power Ring. So that's worth 3, 4, 7, 9. And that's enough to get Captain Cold. We're rolling.
Yep.
It's the thing about the game. Starts off slow, but once you start going, it starts going pretty quick. 3, 4, 5. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alright, you've drawn up.
Yep.
Our new villain is...
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Anti-Monitor. Each player reveals his hand and adds... Each player reveals his hand, chooses a card with cost 1 or greater from it, and adds that to the lineup. So this is my hand. I have 2 Nth Metals, a Punch, and a Suicide Squad, and a Swamp Thing.
I don't have any defense. Drat.
Yeah, I've got no defense. So I'm going to add Nth Metal back to the lineup.
And it's just any card, right?
Any card, 1 or greater.
Sweet. We're adding a kick back to the lineup.
Alright.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Alright. So we have a superpower, that total 5, and then we have 6 and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus supervillains cost me 2 less to defeat this turn, so I get to take the Anti-Monitor.
Alright.
Oh, and I forgot to draw my card for playing my first villain. Since I have Arkham, I could have done that.
Take your 5.
Yep.
Parallax. Parallax. Each player reveals his hand and discards all cards with the cost of 2 or less.
2 or less?
So my punch.
I have 2 punch.
So those go bye-bye.
Yeah, they do. Alright.
Alright, so my turn.
Yeah.
I play Nth Metal. I can look at the top of my card in my deck. I'm not destroying that. So it's 1 point power, 3, it's 5. And I am going to buy the Batmobile and the Nth Metal.
Okay.
And that leaves us with 5 at the top of the deck.
Alright.
Lineup.
5 in the lineup. And I am stuck with the 3 that were hanging out in my hand. Alright, so I'm going to play Cheetah. Because of Arkham, I get to draw a card. So that's handy. And I gain any card with cost 4 or less from the lineup.
That's any of them except the King of Atlantis.
Yes. Yes, indeed. I'm going to gain the Riddler. And then I'm going to play X-Ray Vision, so you have to show me the top card of your deck.
Mm-hmm.
Which is...
Vulnerability.
Vulnerability. That's not very helpful. So there's +1 for that. And those 2 together. Total 7. But my hero also allows me to put all superpowers from the discard pile back into my hand. So I have +7. That's a 3. That's gonna be 3, 4. And that's gonna be draw a card. So there's another +1. Alright. So we have 3, 6, 7, 11, 14. Yep, that's 14. And I can destroy a card in my hand or in the discard pile. I'm going to destroy the vulnerability. Hey, Heat Vision's awesome. Alright, 14. Let's see.
Take out Parallax.
I could. Actually, I think I'm going to because there's not a whole lot in the lineup that I feel like taking. So, alright.
Alright. So we get a new lineup card. We're looking at Supergirl. The new villain, Brainiac. Each player chooses 2 cards from his hand and puts them in the table face down. Shuffle all the chosen cards face down, then deal 2 back to each player.
Alright, I gotta get me up to 5. Hang on.
I know which 2 you're getting.
Thanks.
Come on, no punches or vulnerabilities. No
I was
punches
supposed
or
to say,
vulnerability.
come on to vulnerability.
No
Well,
punch or
one.
vulnerability.
Alright. That's mine.
That's a good sign. It's a good sign.
Alright, all I gotta hope is you shuffle in my favor. Oh, come on, shuffle in my favor.
Alright, that's good shuffled.
I'll accept it.
Alright, 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for me.
And it worked out. Alright.
I made out a little bit on the deal. Alright, it's my turn.
Yes.
3 punches. That's 3 points. 5, 7. We are going to go with... with Supergirl. So that's 4. And Robin. Puts me at 7.
Alright.
Another Nth Metal. Aquaman's Trident.
Okay. So I got stuck with your discarded vulnerability, gee thanks. We're going to play Kid Flash, draw a card. We're going to play Parallax because he's my first villain. I also get to draw a card, and Parallax doubles my power this turn.
Oof, okay.
So
what you're saying is Brainiac's probably going bye-bye.
Maybe. Playing Emerald Knights, so I get to borrow something. Let's see.
Oh, I know what I would do.
We're going to borrow Aquaman's Trident.
Does it borrow any, what is it?
Any equipment, hero, or superpower.
Oof, okay.
So we're going to borrow Aquaman's Trident, because it's one of the most up there, and if I'm doubling power, I may as well go all out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have +2, +2, +2. Supervillains also cost 2 less. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, double to 16. So
He
Brainiac's
costs 9.
down to 9. And
You got 7 left.
we're gonna take I'm done playing him, so he can go back. I'm gonna take an Nth Metal and Satana.
Alright. Replace Gorilla Grodd, Mara, and the final villain, Lex Luthor. Very appropriate. Each player gains a weakness for each villain in the lineup.
Ooh.
1. Unless you can...
I cannot defend.
Alright. So grab your weakness.
Alright.
Alright, so my turn.
Yes.
I'm going to play Wonder Woman. I gain all the villains of 7 or less from the lineup, so I gain Gorilla Grodd for free. And then I'm going to play 1, 2, Harley Quinn. You can put a punch or a vulnerability from your discard pile into the top of your deck. So that's a whopping 3 points.
All I have is that one.
I'm going to go with Aquaman, his tridents. We got Super Speed and the Penguin.
Okay. 5. My turn?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Okay. Playing Kid Flash. I draw a card. I know exactly what it is. I am playing Cheetah. So any card with cost 4 or less from the lineup. super speed. It says gain, so it has to go in the discard. I don't get to use it. Plus I get to draw a card for playing a villain. I'm gonna play Bane. And so you have to choose and discard a card.
From my hand?
Yes. Alright, so that's +2. That's 5. 8.
Discard that.
11. Yep, I'm gonna take Luther, and we're gonna end it.
All right. Add up all the points. All right. So now at the end of the game, you got to add up your points to figure out who wins. Don't forget, you got a weakness too.
Oh yeah, I know. Unfortunately, I know.
I have a feeling I lost this one. Since you took the vast majority of the villains.
I did, didn't I?
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. No, I think you crushed me on this one.
Super villain, and location.
Alright, so we got to add up. Sometimes you get special cards like this one, which says at the end of the game, if I have 4 or more other heroes in a deck, he gets 5 points, which I do. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 30, 42. I might have just been saved. Alright.
Alright, time to do some math. Minus my one weakness,
Yep.
55.
57.
No!
What saved me? 4 Suicide Squads, worth 4 points each.
Because you had 4.
Mm-hmm.
Because you had 4.
That was the strategy. Grab them all.
I should have taken 1.
Yep, that would have actually...
1 would have done it.
That would have done it.
55
to 55. Alright, so that was really, really close to the game. So that's...
But it also shows 2 of the different strategies. I took a bunch of the villains, took a bunch of the super villains, lost out in the end because you got the Suicide Squad.
Yep. So that's the game. DC Comics deck building game by Cryptozoic. It's out now. Obviously, not a bad game. We played the game in less than 45 minutes. And there's all kinds of different releases now. There's, I think, at least 3 that are out there that will change up the gameplay, give you different heroes, different villains, stuff like that, and makes the game a little bit different every single time. This game was definitely different than the last one. So check it out now. It's out. And as always, this is Graphic Policy. You can catch us every single day at graphicpolicy.com. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, etc. All Graphic Policy. We keep it nice and consistent. Until next time.